Hey guys, Tamago here and welcome back to Tamago Extras. So the topic for today's video was sent in by 1 Titan who says, would you ever consider YouTube as a job? And I'll say, yeah, I would consider YouTube as a job. If you do YouTube yourself, you know that it can be quite fun, and if you're able to make a living off of it and you like doing it so much to the point where you'd like to do it every day, then yeah, doing YouTube as a job would be really cool. And if I had the opportunity to do that, then I think I would take it actually. YouTube is a lot of fun. But that being said, I don't know if I'd want YouTube to be the only thing I'm doing, if you know what I mean. Like I want to be doing other stuff and have YouTube alongside what I'm doing, because that's pretty much how it's been for pretty much ever since I started, because I've always been doing YouTube alongside school and all of my stuff there. So YouTube was always the side thing, and if it was able to become more of a main thing, that would be cool, but I wouldn't want it to be the only thing, because I think eventually I'd get a bit sick of it. But yeah, YouTube as a job would be cool. And I think a lot of people think that, you know, only the absolute top elite YouTubers can do this. Like, you're talking about the people with, 10 million plus subscribers, 1 million subscribers plus, but those are the people who are making heaps of money from YouTube, millions and stuff. A lot of people with about maybe 200 or 300,000 subscribers, if they're getting the views, they can make, a decent living off of it as well. So yeah, it's kind of crazy how it's possible to live off of this website, because the purpose of YouTube isn't to make a living off of it, yet people are able to do that. So I think that's kind of crazy. But one problem that comes with this is that you get a lot of smaller YouTubers, or just people starting out who, from the get-go have the intention that, okay, I'm gonna live off of YouTube. You have some people who are like, oh, I need money, okay, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. And I think that's the wrong way to go about it, because you hear it a lot from YouTube. You have to enjoy it first and blah blah blah. Yeah, it helps to enjoy what you're doing, but not just because you should enjoy it, but just because for the longest time you're probably not gonna make anything. Even for me right now, I'm not gonna go into details on what I make, but I don't make. If I tried to live off of what I make from YouTube, I would die in 2 days. It's not even a joke. So and I've been doing this for 5 years. So a lot of people think, okay, I'll put in a bit of work, 1 or 2 months, I'll be able to live off of YouTube. No, it's either you've got to get really lucky, or it's just gonna take a really long time. And that's why you can't have money be your motivator for it, otherwise it probably won't work out. It can work out for some people, but it won't work out for most people. And I see a lot of channels that only have some channels that have even fewer subscribers than myself, 20,000 subscribers, and they've decided that they're gonna live off of their channel, and that's what they're doing. And it'd be fine if their videos were getting 1 million views each, although it'd be sort of weird having videos getting viewed that much but only having 20,000 subs. But when your videos don't get viewed that much, I don't see how you're supposed to live off of that. So what I see is a lot of them start Patreons, so then they can be supported through that, which is fair enough, I guess. But I don't know, you shouldn't plan to live off of YouTube or anything like that until it's actually a reasonable option. So to anyone starting out, I'd always suggest that you do this alongside something. If you're outside of school, if you're not going to school anymore, I'd recommend you do it alongside something that can give you steady income before you decide to take the plunge and do this full time, because not everyone can be Philip DeFranco, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Another thing that I heard recently that I think is quite true is that YouTube is a lot like the entertainment industry. In fact, it pretty much is part of the entertainment industry. And with that comes two main things. One, it's really hard to get into in the sense of actually like growing significantly. And two, you can be like the most popular person 1 minute and then the next nobody really gives a crap, because there are a lot of YouTubers who have like 1 million subscribers that people just don't watch anymore, and their videos might not even break 50,000 views per video, and it's sort of like people just don't want to watch them anymore. And yeah, it happens like in the entertainment industry. Like you get movie stars who have a completely full and busy year where they're getting interviewed left and right and appearing in all these movies, and then the next, like, no one hears about them because no one really cares anymore. And that happens with YouTube too. So it's not exactly the most stable thing, and that's the thing a lot of people bring up as well. They're like, oh, YouTube isn't stable, it's not reliable, it's not gonna last that long, it's only gonna last a couple more years. And yeah, that might be true, especially with how YouTube's doing all of these weird things that they never tell YouTubers about, like the whole demonetization thing. Like YouTube has terrible communication with their creators, and no one knew this was coming. Yeah, a lot of people like to say that YouTube's unreliable and it's unstable. But I had the same mindset as well. I used to think, yeah, it is unstable and I would never want to live purely off of YouTube. But at the same time, I think you have to remember that no job is 100% stable. Like even the most like basic office job where it's like you that's all you're in an office job, there's pretty much no risk. You're just copying a cell from a spreadsheet, pasting that into Word, taking a screenshot, putting it into Microsoft PowerPoint, emailing it to the government. Like the most basic, boring job that like no one would replace you. Like it's just the most basic thing that anyone could do, and you'd think it's secure, like you're getting paid, for that job. I'd imagine it'd be pretty low, but you're getting paid a steady amount at least, and you think that you can have this job for life. It's not going anywhere. But imagine the building you're doing it in, burns down, and then the company suddenly decides, wait a minute, that guy was doing some pretty damn pointless work. We don't need him anymore. Let's fire him. Like, okay, that was a terrible example. What the hell? Anyway, what I'm saying is, no job is stable. Like even doctors, doctors are always going to be in demand, but especially with what's happening with the NHS here in the UK and stuff, like there's no job that's 100% reliable to be living on. And so YouTube shouldn't be put down as that job where it's like, nah, it's the most risky thing in the world. Yeah, it can be a risk, especially when you get a lot of YouTubers that are dropping out of like a university to do YouTube. Like they're dropping out of university left, right and center to do YouTube. That's crazy, I think, because I think I will be planning to go to university alongside YouTube. I guess we'll see. It's still like 9 months down the road. I guess we'll see. But you know what I'm saying? Like it can seem like a stupid decision, but if you're able to make it and it's viable and you're getting enough views to do it, then yeah, go for it, I'd say. And if I was getting enough views, then I think I would go for it because it'd be fun. But I would still want to do other stuff, as I said. In terms of like what you actually need to consider doing YouTube as a job, a lot of people say that the golden number is like 1 million views. Ideally more, but at the very basis, 1 million views a month is enough to start considering going full-time on YouTube. But it largely depends on the sort of videos you make, how long they are, how often you post, and also the CPM, like how much money are you actually getting from those views. So it gets a lot more complicated from that. Yeah, But conclusive answer to your question, would you ever consider YouTube as a job? Yeah, I've already considered it as a job. Like, well, you know, in terms of like, I've thought of having it as a job, and it would be fun. You know, you see a lot of YouTubers doing it. It looks like they're having a good time, and I'd like to try it, I guess. It would be cool. But yeah, that's it for your question. Thanks for submitting it. If you want another question answered, or you have an interesting topic for me to talk about, then leave it in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm currently working on the next episode of Game Show, which should be coming out on my main channel soon. So look forward to that. And that's it from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!